Hello. So, on my completing the square video, I was challenged to solve a problem using the method of completing the square. Challenge accepted. Let's go. Okay, so here is our problem. First step, always in completing the square, this x squared term has to have no coefficient. So the first thing we need to do is divide every one of these terms by our 5. That leaves us with x squared plus 4/5 x minus 6/5 equals 0. All right, next step, we're going to take our c term and we're going to move it to the other side of the equation for safekeeping. Okay, so I add it to both sides and I'm leaving a spot here because this is the process of completing the square. To make this whole term a perfect square, I'm going to take the coefficient of my x and divide it in half. So 4/5 divided by 2 is 4/10, which reduces to 2/5. And then I'm going to take that and I'm going to square it, and that's what goes in here. So 2/5 squared, that's top and bottom squared, is 4/25. And whatever I do to one side of my equation, I have to do to the other side to balance it. All right, now I'm going to consolidate. This side, I just made a perfect square, and this is my second term in my parentheses. So this is the perfect square, x plus 2/5 squared. This side, I need a common denominator. I'm going to multiply top and bottom by 5, and I'm going to add. Okay, now to solve, I'm going to square root both sides, and I'm going to remember that when I square root a number, I get a plus or minus, so I'm going to put that in right away. Well, when I square root something squared, I just get the thing itself. And when I square root this, 34 doesn't have a perfect square root, but 25 sure does. And then my final step is to get x by itself. I'm going to subtract that 2/5. Well, those have the same denominator, so I can put everything over 5 when I do that. And that is using completing the square to find the answer to this quadratic, or the two answers in this case. Now, if you were to take this as your A, this as your B, and this as your C, and plug it into the quadratic formula, you would absolutely get this. So it's just a question of, what do you like to do more? Do you like to use the quadratic formula and simplify square roots, or do you like to use completing the square and do some work with fractions? All right, my friend, that's how to do it. Keep them coming. Put your hard questions in the comments. Let me take a whack at making a video for you. Consider subscribing to my channel so you know when I put out new videos. And as always, keep on mathing.